Corrosion is basically the degradation of the top layer of a metal. That is, if this is a metal, for example, this is the top of a metal chair or a metal table, then the top layer degrades. That is, the top layer is washed off, or the top layer, it is removed. So degradation of the top layer, or sometimes, some kind of a green coating or something, it happens in the top layer. So degradation of top layer of metal, degradation of top layer or erosion of top layer of metal is called corrosion. So when the top layer of the metal, there is deposition of some rust, or there's deposition of some green coating, or there's deposition of some black coating, that is, the top layer, it gets destroyed or it gets deteriorated. That is, or eating away. Another thing is eating away of the metal. That is, eating away of top layer of metal. That is corrosion. And we have several instances of corrosion, in which the very first instance is rusting of iron. You must have seen a brown deposit on the surface of iron. And this brown deposit on the surface of iron is nothing but rust. It is in fact a reddish brown deposition on the surface of iron. For anything to rust, you require oxygen and moisture. So we can say, when iron reacts with oxygen in presence of water, hydrated iron oxide, or FeOH whole thrice, this is formed, and this is rust. Another way of expressing is Fe2O3 dot XH2O. We write XH2O because depends on amount of moisture. Moisture content in the air. Now, to do away with rusting, there are many ways to prevent it. You may coat the article with grease. So greasing is one way. You may paint it. Painting is another way. Along with greasing, you can even oil it. Or galvanizing, that is depositing a layer of zinc. Even alloying. For example, steel. Okay. So these are some of the ways in which rusting can be prevented. Okay. Now, yes, there is another, and that is chrome plating. This is very often used. In fact, chrome plating is also a form of alloying only. So this is how you can get away with rust, or you can prevent, rust from being formed. Now, after rusting of iron, we have a green layer on surface of copper utensils or copper items. Now here also, copper reacts with oxygen, with water, and with carbon dioxide, and forms a green coating of copper carbonate and copper hydroxide. This is basic copper carbonate. If you leave copper utensils like this, you do not use them, then this green coating is formed on the surface of copper metals. Again, like any other form of corrosion, like rusting, you can prevent it by painting, or you can by if you use any metal daily, then you will be cleaning it daily also. Then this is one way to prevent a green coating or rust to be formed on the surface of metal. Whenever you don't use anything, you will not be scraping it, you will not be cleaning it, and that gives rise to corrosion. And the third glaring one is blackening of silver articles. Here, silver reacts with H2S present in the air and forms silver sulfide, which is the black coating, plus hydrogen gas. So this is it. So this blackening of silver chain is due to formation of silver sulfide due to reaction with hydrogen sulfide present in the air. Because hydrogen sulfide is generally present in the air to a certain extent, though it is not a part of the air. So it is present as a pollutant rather. So like we saw in rusting, so for preventing corrosion also, that is other forms of corrosion also, you can do it by painting, galvanizing, oiling, and then of course alloy. For example, in case of copper, you have an alloy of copper and zinc, and you have an, and this is bronze.